Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the No Life Tech. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the gaming show. Starting off the week, we are back after a little week hiatus. I was away on some work stuff, and we kind of just took a little weekly break. But we're back. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of games we've been playing. Some gaming news. And then on Wednesday, tomorrow, you'll hear the gaming or the tech portion of the show, where we cover some of the tech news that's been going down. There's Computex going on. There's also been WWDC 18 for Apple, and there's some interesting developments coming out of there. And yeah, so just stay tuned. We'll catch you tomorrow for the tech show, and we hope you enjoy this show today. Now, if you look at like the screen, you might notice a little different stuff going on. Basically, what I have this fucking Jimmy meme channel up on the video. I have to take that off. But if you notice, it's like a little different stuff going on. It's because I fucking blue screened my Windows machine. We'll talk about this more tomorrow on the tech show. But essentially, I lost my entire PC and had to reboot it all. So I'm still trying to like piece it back up to where we had it before. But hopefully everything's running good. Everything sounds good. It looks good. It's actually, my computer's actually running a little bit better than it used to, so maybe it was a good thing. But all right. Anyways, let's bring on the co-hosts. What's up, dudes? How was your weekends?
Yo.
So,
I wish it was Wednesday.
Wednesday, my dude. Nah. Oh wait.
Dude,
for some reason, this is not. Hold on. For some reason, it's not like clicking over to someone when they're talking on Zoom. Is that like a setting?
that would be a setting.
Well, it's going to YouTube, but it's not going on to me, which I think is an issue. All right, can you guys just talk for a second while I try to figure this out?
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Wayne blue screened his computer. That's why I'm blue. Apparently, this is an issue. I'm not used to this issue, but this is an issue, I guess.
You could say you're blue babadi babu die.
Yeah, dude. It's the future of green screen. It's just blue screens.
Hey,
I
man,
mean, it's totally a thing with Chroma.
I think blue screen is a popular thing for what's it called? Weathermen. I think they mostly perform on a blue screen, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong.
I mean,
Dude, the weather here is fucking gorgeous. We have sun and blue skies.
Sun and blue skies?
Yeah, with a bit of blue rain. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I'm currently in the process of moving, so all of my stuff's in temporary spots. So this is going to be the camping summer, basically. So every week I might be in a different spot. Who knows?
you're just squatting, finding random, houses and streaming from them.
Pretty much, yeah. Just like, am I going to live in this one? Probably not.
You imagine that as a stream, just, going house to house, just squatting.
All right, I think. All right, now it works. It's working now. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a setting that you have to put on in Zoom, which is interesting. Because it's mainly a meeting. Dude, I gotta turn this fucking Jimmy meme off. It keeps popping up by
Still
accident.
doing that?
Keeps popping up on the
Dude,
screen.
it's great.
It's Wednesday, man, dude.
It's all you have to do is go to twitch.tv/here's Jimmy. Jimmy here? I don't know. He's a fucking streamer now, apparently. Which I'm totally stoked about.
Dude, I want more of it. I want more. Oh, by the way, where the fuck is Loco at, dude? He's been gone like a month now.
Yeah, I know.
A legit month. I think it's been 4 shows since he's missed 4 shows so far.
Everyone just needs to send him their energy. Spear bomb them.
If you're a fan of Loco and you want to see him back on the show, his phone number, I'm going to post it in the description of this video. Make sure you shoot him a text.
I don't even have his phone number.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with him. He just hasn't even been answering in Discord because we have like a group Discord thing. So hopefully he's not one of those guys that when they start dating someone they ghost on you. You know what I'm saying? We all know those type of guys.
Me.
You're that kind of guy?
Oh, it me.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What do we call them? What's the word for that? It's this derogatory term. I forget the name of it though.
Put it this way. Wayne, am I going to have sex with you?
No, probably not.
Exactly. So sorry. Bye. No, I'm kidding.
I feel like maybe it's because I'm getting married. Maybe I'm just jaded to the whole sticking a penis in the whole thing.
Yeah.
It kind of gets old.
No, I get that. Yeah, it does. But if you're in that situation where you haven't in like a while,
Yeah, true.
and then you're like, oh, okay, and then you're like, oh yeah, bye guys.
That's true. Very true. All right. Well, hopefully he's sticking it in some holes. Because if not, I don't understand any other reason that you would want to be on a panel with these three fine gentlemen other than
Probably because we do
segments
segments like this when he's gone. He's probably just gonna watch us be like, all right, never coming back.
All right. So Jerry's in a dungeon. Doobie is excited for Mario Tennis Aces, as am I. We got to play some of the beta. I'm telling you, Jerry, this is gonna be the Switch app or the Switch killer to persuade you to get it. If there's any game, because I know like there's Zelda on there, there's fucking Mario Odyssey. There's a lot of or a few good, like really good games to get it, but there's not that like addicting killer game that you just have to play because everyone's playing it. It's just so fun. I think this is gonna be it, at least until Smash Brothers comes out, because it's so much fun. I was so surprised at how much fun it was.
Okay. Yeah, no, it sounds good.
It is a blast to play. I'm looking forward to trying out some of the other control schemes and some of the other play types, like just the standard without all that special weapon, special meter, special moves kind of thing, just like standard gameplay. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. It's gonna be great for families, kind of like how like Wii Tennis was, where you and your family would get around and each have a
but
play, but like now you have just two Joy-Cons already on the system.
Yeah, but Wii Tennis was more of like a novelty family game.
Yeah, I'm not saying this is Wii Tennis. This is a lot more developed than that. But yeah, I'm just saying in terms of idea of playing with your family, this is a game I could totally see like me and my dad playing. Okay. He loved Mario. He loved Wii Tennis a lot.
Yeah.
Would this be the game that like lets me achieve my dream of bringing a Switch to a party and being the cool kid?
No.
You're gonna be rooftop Karen?
No, because I feel like it's really a two-person player. I'm assuming you're gonna be able to do doubles as well. Then I guess it could be a four-person play. Maybe then, but this is more of like the one more turn kind of game that I think has been missing on the Switch. And I'm gonna talk about another game, Mario Rabbids, after this, which is sort of there, but this one is just pure addiction, just fully funded by skill, which is I think what makes the game so fun. So it's like when you first start playing, you suck and everyone whoops your ass, but you gradually get better and you understand the mechanics a lot more. And you like they didn't have any matchmaking really in the demo or in the beta, so you would be pitted up against like a 45,000 skill point dude who's just must have been playing literally the entire time it's been out. And you like learn from watching them, because you learn like, oh, you can do this way, you can shoot this way, and it kind of you just keep getting better and better. And when you finally reach that point where you're like pretty damn good and you're playing other people that at that level, that's where it gets really, really fun. And it's like, some of these rallies can last like 10 minutes, which is fucking awesome. It gets like, you get your heart racing and shit. I don't know about like the motion control stuff. That's probably not going to interest me as much as it might interest like a family. But I don't know. I've been waiting for something. I've been waiting for like a sport game on the Switch. We'll just put it that way. And this one's fucking awesome. I'm super happy with it so far.
I'm bad. I am bad at the game. I have some problems with the controls, and not because they're bad, because I'm bad.
Well, you also have pretty big hands, I'm assuming. And I'm assuming your hands on that tiny ass Joy-Con. Because you got to be nimble on that fucking controller.
There was a little bit of that, and it was also like I kept going for that slowdown thing well after I should have been, and so I was wasting that all the time. Or like,
right.
I would have just a little bit left, hit it, and it takes like from the like quarter circle and it
Yeah.
just goes.
Yeah. I
And
won
just
about,
always waste it.
I think I won 5 or 6 championships. And I had about, I think my record was something like 70 to 34 losses, 70 wins, 34 losses. So I was getting pretty good at it. And I was lucky because I was playing a lot of really good people who would whoop my ass. And it would show you, like when you play them, they show you how to use those focus mechanics. And also another thing, which I think they should fix, is that essentially the first one to get to focus, like a full power meter, is essentially just going to win the match. Like when you're getting up to like that high skill level, because essentially they can keep shooting that super power on you. And the only thing you can do is drain your focus meter to block that. You can't block it any other way. So you just never reach up to that focus thing unless you get lucky and you're able to, make them mess up or something. But it's essentially they need to fix some things there. And they also need to fix, I think they fixed it mid-game, because it wasn't fixed in the beginning, but when you do a trick shot, in the beginning, it wouldn't drain your meter. So you could literally just trick shot the entire time, and you would win that way. But then they started to drain your meter. I think yesterday it started happening. I was like, oh, that's interesting. They might have patched it like mid-game. But it was pretty, there's a lot of mechanics there that make the game a lot more than just sort of like a Pong simulator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was Kate's birthday the other day as well. Happy birthday, Kate.
Happy birthday, Kate.
Yeah, but
She's
I'm
gonna
now
put you
not as
on
blue.
tennis aces.
but I don't know. I'm super happy with it. I can't wait for it to come out. When does it come out? Do you know?
June 22nd.
June
So 3
22nd.
weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pumped. I can't wait.
All I'm saying is get that and then get me a Madden and we're talking.
Yeah, definitely a Madden on there.
But that's the only reason why I buy consoles.
No, I
they
agree.
will never put the Frostbite engine on the Switch. They will never do it.
I know. Well, they
Does
put
Madden
the
even
FIFA
use
on there.
Frostbite?
I don't even know anymore.
I think they did.
I know FIFA does, so I'm pretty certain Madden does too.
I think they did.
Okay. I was gonna say the last Madden didn't look that good.
Yeah, Frostbite was the Madden 18 engine. Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. They must have just made that switch, I guess.
It just makes it look like more, I don't know, fluid.
They
I
even
guess.
said for FIFA 19 on the Switch, it's gonna still be using a custom engine that's not Frostbite.
Now, why is that?
That's
Why
fair.
why don't they want to put Frostbite on the Switch?
I guess
It's like
tough
Tiger
out from
K1
Sonic.
processor.
Oh, it's just too much for the
Probably,
for
yeah.
that thing. I could see that.
Or if they want to optimize it, they just view it as too much work rather than just making a custom engine.
Well, yeah, I think it's one of those things that it'd be better to just make a custom engine. Like that is something too. You got to know when to quit when you're ahead, and like if you have an engine that's going to basically just be 100% of that processor or
Yeah.
like computer power,
It's not worth it.
like you can optimize it. It's still gonna probably just kill it.
I will say the FIFA one, it's pretty good. Like it's a little bit different in terms of the engine, but it's pretty much FIFA. I'm assuming they can do it with Madden if they wanted to. Dude, I would love that. I think Madden would be perfect on the Switch. Perfect. And you're right. Like I think the Switch needs more games like that to really kind of get those kind of other, because not everyone wants to, like not everyone's dying to play Legend of Zelda and dying to play Mario Odyssey. It's sort of a different sort of market there. But this tennis game I'm pumped on. I'm super pumped on it. And then I was playing Mario Rabbids from Doobie's recommendation. And it's fun. It's fun. I was looking at some reviews, and I'm surprised that they were reviewing it that highly in that game. Like I think IGN gave it like a 9. And it's like a stripped down XCOM 2. And that's pretty much like the only reason I say is because every time I play, I just want to play XCOM. It's just not as fully fleshed out of a game as XCOM is. Do you get more characters than 3 people, or is it always 3 people in your party?
You only get to have 3 people in the main party, but after every battle, you can switch out your characters. So if you took too much damage from one, you can swap them out for somebody, but you get up to Mario always has to be in your party.
Yeah. So you basically have
get,
2.
And then you get 7 other characters. You get Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, and then the Rabbit versions of them.
Yeah.
And then the Donkey Kong DLC coming out includes Donkey Kong, Rabid Cranky Kong. And I think those are the 2 characters.
I will say what surprised me about the game is that I didn't hate the Rabbids as much as I thought I was.
It actually made the Rabbids enjoyable.
They were actually pretty fucking
one of its best things.
Yeah, yeah. It was actually one of the highlights of the game was the stupid fucking Rabbids.
The fact that
surprised me.
The fact that it redeemed Rabbids is why it's a 9 out of 10.
I think is because I had minions in my head, and they're not minions. They're not.
They were leveled with the minions in terms of annoyingness until this game.
Yeah.
The game saved the Rabbids.
Yeah, they were pretty fucking funny in this game, and it's pretty cool. It's a fun. It's fun, but I want XCOM on the Switch just because you need to play XCOM, dude. If you like that game, XCOM is so much fun. You're gonna love it.
The guy who created XCOM even said that he really enjoyed what they did with Mario Rabbids.
Yeah, it's fun and it's like quicker. It's a lot quicker. You don't really have to think as much, but I think that's a plus to the game.
It's a game where you can kind of like breeze your way through it, but if you wanted to like max everything 100%, like gold star ranking, whatever the thing is, I can't remember what it is, then yeah, it would be totally like that would be a challenge.
Yeah, but
a good challenge, not like a crazy hard. I want to drive myself into a wall.
Right, and I haven't beaten it. I'm about to finish World 2, and then be on to the next one. How many worlds are there?
There are.
Is there a lot?
I think there's 5.
5 worlds.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool like things you can do after. Where you can go back and do like a few more missions that were like locked before, where they're more like challenging missions in each one. Those are like extra battles if you want to go do them. So there's some there's some replayability in going back to worlds, and there's also items and stuff that are locked behind like. You can now push blocks. So you can go back to the world before that had blocks you couldn't push. Now you can push them to get to certain things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of what I don't like about the game is that kind of in between world where you're kind of just like scooping around and you're picking up items and stuff. I wish the items were like loot, like how XCOM has it, where it's just like loot. You know, after you kill someone, you could pick up their loot rather than trying to find things in the world. But overall, it's pretty fun. I want to beat it before I give like a final review of it because it's pretty fucking easy right now. And then as soon as Mario Tennis Aces came out, I was just like, fuck this game. That game, I was so addicted as soon as it came out. But yeah, it's a fun little.
You want portable XCOM is what you want.
Yeah, I want a portable XCOM.
You just want to take XCOM on the go with you.
Well, I can. They have the first XCOM on mobile, and I'm thinking I might get that, which is pretty dope. It's just like the mechanics are pretty much the same, the game mechanics, except there's so much more customizable options in it, so you can get all different types of weapons, and what that does is it just creates a lot more of a connection to those players, because when they die, they don't fucking come back, and makes your choices a lot more critical, which I think is somewhat is missing from the Mario Rabbids game.
You want permadeath, then Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
the same kind of game.
Well, it's
turn-based.
It's turn-based tactics, but it's more grid-based. But if you play on the classic difficulty, like classic settings, hardcore difficulty, there's permadeath, and you get not only weapon loot, but like most of the time there's like when an enemy has a green item, when you kill them, you pick up that item from them.
That's on Switch too.
Not yet, but hopefully at E3 they'll be announcing, like they've already announced Fire Emblem is coming. They say 2018. They've been saying 2018, but we know nothing about the game. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping they announce it because Fire Emblem on the Switch is going to be dope.
Yeah. And then I was playing, it's like sort of still in the turn-based thing. I was playing Divinity Original Sin 2. Have you played that, Jerry?
Yeah,
Dude,
you,
it's phenomenal.
it's insane. If you like D&D or like those old school CRPGs, it's amazing.
It's
Like
the
Baldur's
best.
Gate?
Yeah.
It's the best.
Dude, Baldur's Gate was my shit when I was younger.
I haven't played one that was this elaborate.
No,
This
yeah,
is
you can
insane.
do like almost whatever the fuck you want to do in that game.
Yeah. And not
Like-
only that, but everyone is voice acted.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
And like good voice acting too, not bad voice acting.
Right. Yeah, and there's
No, 'cause
so
there was-
many dialogue options.
Like yeah, no, I remember a video of someone going through for the first boss, and you know how there's paintings of him everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally just collected every single painting and just dropped the paintings on him until he died. Because like it does like a point of damage, and he just kept dropping paintings, like the paintings of himself onto the dude.
Oh my god.
Till he
that's
died.
awesome.
Like there's so much you can do in that game, it's insane.
It is hard. It is a hard game, which I learned pretty quickly. Like you can't, like I was on a pretty difficulty level, and I had to turn it down. I was like, holy shit, I am not ready for this. I was just getting destroyed. So I do want to turn it back up eventually, but I kind of need to learn a little bit more about the game and how it works. I feel like I'm just running out of action points way too quickly. But dude, it is, if you are looking for a really elaborate RPG that's sort of D&D style, sort of like old school Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale and stuff like that, man, this one is just masterpiece level. It's insane. I was playing it for hours this weekend. I want to get back to it, actually. Super fun, but I'm not that far. I literally just fired it up because I've been hearing everyone talking about it, so I wanted to pick it up. It was like, I had like $45 in my Steam wallet, and I saw it was on sale for like $44.99. I was like, oh, this is perfect. Scooped it right up. And then I've also played a little bit of Detroit Become Human. I probably about halfway, 3/4 of the way through it. All right, now this game was a little bit of a disappointment. This one's a little bit of a disappointment. So it's fun to like watch, because like Kate was watching me play it, and we were enjoying it. But that's about as far as it goes in terms of enjoyment. It's really just, I just don't think it's that fun. It's just not that fun.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely gonna be one of those kinds of games that you have to like the quick action event story based game, and you have to be engaged in that story, because some things I have seen from it are really impressive and pretty cool.
No, it's because I do like this kind of games. I especially like the Telltale ones. I thought were pretty cool. I don't mind Walking Simulator, and this is like just above that level of walking. I wouldn't call it a walking simulator, but it's like just above it. I just don't know. I just don't think the stories are really just that interesting. Maybe that at the end of the day, that's kind of what it comes down to.
Okay.
It's written well, and it's acted really well. It's a gorgeous fucking game. There are some puzzle mechanics in there, but I'm just not connected to these androids at all. I'm not connected really to the world. It's a little bit fantastical.
I guess I was curious, like, how far into it have you gotten? Because I haven't noticed like there is a difference between how far you go.
I'd say about halfway through. I'm about halfway through.
Which storyline are you on?
I'm about. Let me think. I'm the last thing I did was the detective, and it was after one of these missions where you start to find out how, I don't know if I should spoil it, but it was like after you start to find out a pivotal thing in the game.
Yeah, because like that's what I was curious about. Because like for those who don't know, it's the story is divided into 3 characters, and you play through these 3 characters.
Yeah.
But like one takes place a bit before the other 2, but the other 2 are going on at the same time. So things you do with the character A will affect whatever the story's happening in character B.
Yeah.
But it is kind of cool. I think some of that's kind of cool because like the things I've seen from this game are like, they seems cooler than a Telltale game to me, because this actually things matter.
Yeah.
Unlike Telltale games, you know what I mean? Like I've seen mission 2, someone dies and it changes like the mission 20
Yeah.
for the other character.
No, that's the coolest
cool to
part.
me.
That's the coolest part. I don't
Yeah.
now there's like after you beat a mission there's like that whole grid that shows you all the choices, which is cool. But I just don't see anyone going back to replay them. I don't know, unless you're really into the story or the game.
Yeah, I think it depends, because like I've heard it on both sides, I guess, is like this. It's been very divisive, because I've seen people who are like, okay, they played through it once and they're cool, and then I know someone he's already played through it 5 times.
Yeah, he's probably super into that story.
Yeah, well, I think he's trying to figure it out, because he's every single time it's been a completely different ending.
See, and that's kind of like one of the things that the story does for me that I find a little weird is like I don't like the fact that I know there are multiple choices. Like I don't like that grid that pops up at the end. I kind of wish that it would show you at the end of the game, because it kind of makes me think like did I choose the best scenario, like just subconsciously, you know what I mean? Like did I want to really go this route? And I think it like I just need to just go through it and just pick, you know, off the top of my head which way to do it the first time, and then maybe if after I'm done with the game, maybe go back and see if I do want to go through it again. But for me at least, the story is just not there yet. I think the detective and the girl.
Michael? Oh, the girl.
Yeah, the girl.
I've heard from most people. I've heard they like the 2 guys the best.
Yeah, I know. I'm not, at least right now, I'm not the biggest fan of the other dude. But another thing too is like when they played that fucking trailer, both of those trailers, the first mission and then they played the second one in that trailer where we were all just like, holy shit, this game looks crazy. That part is like literally they showed the entire thing. They spoiled that entire moment in those press conferences with the where the dad's like beating the little girl. And I was just like, damn, dude. Like I thought it was gonna be fleshed out a lot more, and we're gonna dive more into the mechanics of like, you know, how that's gonna work. But it was literally like 2 missions of that, and that was it. You were done. And right after that, I was like, oh, I guess that's the end of that storyline.
How many missions are in the game?
It's pretty long. It's a pretty long game. I don't know how many missions, but that was like the first mission for that girl's story was that dude. And after it was 1 mission, or it might have been 2 missions, and then that was it. That's the last you hear of him. So, and now it trickles into the rest of the story, which is pretty cool. And yeah. I am interested in seeing kind of how her and someone else kind of converge in this story. The other guy, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really care too much for him right now.
No, I think it's one of those like. It's one of those games that you have to be invested in the world, and it's interesting to see how they tried to get people invested in that world.
Yeah,
because like it's an interesting concept, because like there's other people, like I know one person he won't stop telling me about like, oh yeah, like no, Detroit's really cool, but like the suburbs of Detroit suck, and the farther away you get it sucks. But like, oh yeah, Canada refuses to have androids at all, but also like Russia's got their own androids, but they're like, you know, they're
super androids.
No, they're like
they hack in, you know, into elections.
No, they're more
they're just a bot farm.
Yeah, they're like they're generic industrial.
Yeah,
like they're like, think like Fallout 4, like when you meet synths for the first time, they're like Gen 1 synths. It's just like a structure and not like a face and like emotion technology or bullshit like that.
That's the stuff that I'm interested in too, is like those type of conversations that it brings up. Like with that one guy, you know, where his owner is like this famous, he's like an artist, and he's like a lucky android. And I am interested in knowing like more about the humanity aspect of them and how they think maybe humanity is in. And like I read all of like the little pamphlets that are in the game that are like laid about in the world.
Oh yeah, it's caused, all of this has also caused like massive unemployment.
Yeah,
for Detroit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, like all of the social economics of it all. I find that interesting. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm not completely sold on it yet. Cause that's the thing too. I'm not rushing to get back to it to finish the story. You know what I mean? Like I'm not dying to know what's going on. I'm actually dying to get back to Divinity Original Sin 2 and fucking I don't know, fucking going crazy in that game. But all right, let's move on. Those are the games. Are you playing anything else, Jerry?
Dude, no. I've been in completely in moving mode, and also
Yeah.
World of Warcraft expansion comes out in 2 months, so it's like that's most of my gaming time is like, all right, I gotta prep
Yeah.
13 characters to be ready for this.
There you go, man. All right,
So,
let's get into gaming news.
Path of Exile came out. There was a new Path of Exile.
Oh yes, Excursion or something, right?
Incursion.
Incursion.
That came out. I need to start playing that. I was gonna play that with one of my buddies, but literally this whole weekend's been throwing everything in a van.
Yeah, I need to download that.
I'll let you know how that goes next week, but I've been hearing and seeing good things about it, so I'm hyped to get into that probably after we're done with this.
Right on. All right, into news. Nintendo's failure to secure Splatoon 2's online multiplayer. This is a thread coming out of Reddit. What is this about, Doobie? I think I read some part of it the other day.
Essentially, what it boils down to is the exploit.
Oh, yes.
The hardware-based exploit because of the chip.
Yeah.
It's allowing players to hack the system. Nintendo, the only things really Nintendo has done so far is they've banned a few people when they access the eShop. So it's when you connect online, especially when you're trying to buy something, like they kind of screw with you. But the issue is they've grabbed the Octolings before they've released and are playing with them, or playing with hacked items, hacked weapons. And it's nothing new. Splatoon 1 was hacked. That game had a lot of hackers at the end of its life cycle.
It looks like they're hacking it through a save editor for the game.
Probably done through that hardware exploit, which is really nothing Nintendo can do about it except revise the hardware. The other link I did put down there, I did see that was they have banned some of the people doing it. So there's been some bans, especially with the Octolings. That's where they're really, because they're not out yet. So they can find that.
When they ban them, do they ban them from Nintendo Online or just the game?
Not sure. I don't remember what did the email say in this. There was an email in it that said something like you've been banned, but I can't remember if they said all services or just from the game.
So it looks like here in the thread, this was 9 days ago, it says Nintendo seems to be banning some people for unrelated reasons messing around in the eShop servers, but there's only been one single report of someone being banned from Splatoon 2. So it looks like they're not doing much about it.
It's Nintendo account services.
Yeah.
So it's not just the game. I guess it's all games. The email was from Nintendo. Your in-game actions have been determined to be in violation of the Nintendo account user agreement, including the Nintendo Code of Conduct, titles Splatoon 2, online multiplayer, content, online multiplayer, violation, cheating/hacking during online gameplay. This violation is a severe case or a repeat violation, so your usage of Nintendo account services will be restricted. Period. Indefinite.
Well, what they could also do is not.
It's just Splatoon. So the online service for the associated software is restricted.
I mean, I think they should just ban them from the entire thing. But also, maybe they can just release an update to Splatoon that gets rid of the Octolings from the game file. Because that looks like what's going on here, right? Because the game, the files are already in the game.
It's the same way people data mine games. When updates happen before things go live, even like a couple weeks, even like sometimes like months before, like the whole Dragon Ball Fighters, all the DLC got leaked because the files are already there because they data mined them. Data mining is the whole new like spoiler thing.
You gotta go with the World of Warcraft account. Intentionally leave things for people to be data mined, so you don't have to spend a budget to actually announce them or leak them.
Yeah.
What they need to do is, I don't know if they do have a report feature, but there needs to be, if there isn't one, a report feature to report people for hacking when you're playing against them.
There isn't one. Dude, the
That's a problem.
online
That
service
needs to
is
be
so
there, 'cause
bad on Splatoon. There's
if you're going to
nothing.
be doing a peer-to-peer service, then you need to let the peers handle the reporting.
Yeah. No, the whole Splatoon 2 online is just a fucking disaster.
That's another problem, is because it's peer-to-peer, there's really no servers for Nintendo to really, like, grab that. Maybe when the online services comes, maybe this situation resolves, or maybe it just gets worse. Really don't know.
No, I haven't run into any of them. Have you at all?
No, not that I know of, and if I have, it's probably me just thinking I'm bad, because I am a terrible gamer.
Yeah, this is interesting. Interesting, man. Well, hopefully they fucking fix this. It doesn't look like they're going to fix it anytime soon. I'm curious to know if it's going to change when Nintendo's online service comes out, but I highly, highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. How would they implement an entirely new multiplayer backend into a game that's already released? You know what I mean?
Yeah, how do you switch it from peer-to-peer to server with the netcode and everything? You'd have to put that down for maintenance for a while.
Yeah, it would have to go down. That would be the only way. And then
It's
everyone
not
have to
gonna be-
reinstall
yeah,
it.
It's gonna be like at least like I would feel like I'd have to be at least a week of maintenance to make a major switch like that. But I don't know.
And
They
if
have
it's
pushed-
anything like Mario Aces, then fucking leave it alone.
They have
Don't
pushed
even
back
try.
the release of the online services, so maybe this is a reason why.
Oh, they have.
They've pushed it back so many times. Now it's fall, but originally it was
I was
supposed
gonna say,
to be.
wasn't it
last
supposed to be last year? I thought you're supposed to have like a year, and that was it. And now it's like we're going towards 2.
Yeah, and there might be a big reason for that. It might be they don't know what they're doing. It might be they're trying to set up the servers to be all really nice, or who the fuck knows?
No, they probably don't know what they're doing. They should
Nintendo,
fucking hire someone that does.
they're so ass backwards when it comes to online.
Okay.
Perfect world would be
yeah.
Microsoft doing online for them.
I'm just gonna go out and go ahead and make a guess that the amount you guys have bitched about Splatoon for the last year tells me they don't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to online.
Yeah.
Every single game you guys have talked about has been followed up with the words bad netcode.
Yep.
Yeah, just like Smash 4 and the Wii U.
They need to fix it before Smash comes out. Otherwise, that game is just going to be a big disappointment. Because everyone's going to be on that.
Oh god, it's going to be flooded.
Yeah. And
I
if it's
wouldn't be
anything
surprised
like
if-
Mario Aces, it's going to be unplayable.
I wouldn't be surprised if they are using servers that they're just going to crash.
Yeah. Hopefully they're doing something.
Dude, give me that good old Diablo 3 experience. I'm down.
All right. Switch Online membership show up on Amazon with a date. Switch Online membership appears at Amazon, set to release 30th of September.
I don't know. That's a Sunday, so I don't know. Part of me wants to say that's a placeholder, just because it's the end of the month of September. But it's also a Sunday, which would make sense to like do it on a Sunday before the week starts. But I feel like it's going to be a Friday that they're going to start the whole thing up. Probably the same week that they release Smash.
£20 for 12 for a year is what it's listed as.
That's it's on the UK Amazon. I mean, it's $20 a year, and they have like the nice thing is they have a bunch of options. Like there's a family plan where you can do it for I think it's 30 something, but it covers like up to 8 accounts on the Switch with online.
Yeah.
Because the way it is now, only one account, like your whatever main account that you're using to purchase stuff on the eShop, that'll be the account that has online. If you try playing with any other accounts that you make, they won't have online.
Yeah. All right. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu EV Tidbits, Combat Power System, Online Trading, Battling, Codenames, No Star Evolutions, and more.
Yeah, we because we skipped last week and stuff. This happened. It was weird. There was a conference in Japan, and it wasn't streamed. It was just like a big meeting at like 11 o'clock at night on our time. where they announced Pokemon Quest, which was like a mobile title that was free to play that you could pick up right now, as in like when that drops, so you can get it right now if you haven't. And then they dropped the info on the Pokemon Switch, but not the mainline title. So Let's Go is Gen 1, Kanto. It has Pokemon Go essentially integration, where you can connect with Pokemon Go on the mobile phone and trade between games. It's only the original 151, but they are adding in a brand new Pokemon that no one has ever seen before, so it is a completely brand new Pokemon, which is kind of cool. Catching mechanics, there's no random battles, so you see Pokemon on the overworld, you run into them, and then you just enter into what is Pokemon Go, but you catch with the Joy-Con, where you can or you can use the Pokeball accessory that's going to cost $50.
$50?
Yeah, it's $50, and it has a 3-hour lifespan, charge time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's awful. I want it, but I'm not gonna buy it. It's $50.
Just steal it from a little kid.
These are the first Pokemon games that I can remember because they're on the Switch. They're $60 titles. Goodbye $40 Pokemon games. You're not gonna be able to evolve the Pokemon like your Eevee or your Pikachu. Those are your starters, depending on which one you buy. They're based on Pokemon Yellow. And what else is there? There is trainer battles though.
What?
So it is kind of like a kind of a glimpse into what the next mainline titles are going to look like as far as battles go. And if you watch the trailer, I paused it and went through it frame by frame. The battle UI looks really clean, and I really like it. So I'm not going to buy this game. But it's great. It's great for the casuals. It's great for the Pokemon Go players that haven't played Pokemon since Gen 1 or only played Go. And I have a feeling that if Nintendo wants, if this sells well, you're going to get an every other year release of Let's Go mainline title. Let's Go mainline title. And the way that it'll work is this how you do your remakes. This is how you introduce new Pokemon to the Let's Go franchise. Just keep remaking the old games every other year. It's printing money
that you can't evolve.
You can evolve Pokemon. You just can't evolve your starters. So you can't evolve your Pikachu into a Raichu, and you can't evolve your Eevee into Vaporeon, Flareon, or Jolteon.
Unless you catch them wild, right?
You catch a wild one. Yeah. Then you can evolve that one. But the starters that you get, you can't.
No, I think it's cool that you're getting Pokemon Go.
It's like Pokemon Yellow. You couldn't evolve Pikachu in Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah. But that was Pikachu's understandable. Eevee, please.
Eevee's like the second mascot of Pokemon now.
No, I know, and I know Eevee is probably one of my favorite Pokemon. But let's be real. Eevee fucking sucks.
The whole idea of Eevee is that it evolves into every type.
Yeah,
and
baseline Eevee's a piece of shit Pokemon.
Oh god, yeah. You're never gonna use that thing in battle. Are you kidding me?
Well, I think it's cool that you can get Pokemon Go.
This game isn't for battlers. It's not for the battlers. This is for the catchers.
Yeah, being able to actually catch them in Pokemon Go and then fight them in this fucking thing is kind of cool.
Yeah. And then if you're
in a real way, not in the way that Pokemon Go does it.
Yeah, if you're a mainline titler like me, where I want my random battles, I like having competitive gameplay. We just gotta wait till 2019. It sucks.
You'll get all the random battles with this game though. That's all this game is random battles.
It's not battles, though.
No, it's random battles, though, because you'll never know when you'll ever find another person who owns this game.
I see what you did there. No, I mean, this is not a game for people who are going to play, competitively, the battles are there, but, I don't even know how leveling up works with no random Pokemon to grind on, and, I don't know. I think I like it. It's a neat concept. I understand who the audience is, who the target audience. It's not me. It's the people that haven't bought a Switch yet that really liked Pokemon Go, or people who I've never played a Pokemon game since the original Gen 1, Red, Blue, Yellow. Well, here you go. Here's the definitive edition of Red, Blue, and Yellow for the Pokemon Go fan base, which is a huge fan base.
All right. Moving on. PlayStation is counting down to E3 with 5 days of game reveals and details. All right, what do we got here?
I liked E3 when it was E3, and I feel like this is all because of leaks and rumors. They're just gonna get a jump start on E3 and just drop a few things here and there that probably would have been leaked.
I mean, dude, look at Bethesda. They've been having like the best week they've had in a long time because of all of this Fallout
Rage
crap.
2 got leaked, and then
Rage 2 got leaked, but I mean, like,
and then they jumped ahead with Fallout.
Yeah, exactly. No one knew Fallout was coming, so they did a 24-hour live stream, made people fucking wait, and then dropped a little trailer, and then literally the last, like, my entire Twitter, like,
Dude, that reminded me so
Twitter
much.
for the last like 5 days has just been like, is this going to be in the game? Is this going to be in the game? Is this, like, everyone's just talking about it.
It reminded me a lot of the Yuletide, like the Yule log with Jeff from Overwatch, except that this had an actual like ending with content.
Yeah.
Where that was just 12 hours of him sitting there in front of a fire doing
Just reading a paper and shit. Yeah.
like
I
one
wonder-
smoke.
I wonder how well Fallout sold, the last Fallout. I feel like
Probably pretty good.
The Fallout Fallout has a very solid fan base.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm one of them, dude. I fucking
I'm-
love Fallout.
I'm an Elder Scrolls guy. I'd rather get an Elder Scrolls.
You're not going to get it.
I know. I'm never gonna get it.
Like, no, like,
Okay.
okay. As a big fan of also of Elder Scrolls, I'm getting tired. People have to get over, I want ES6, because they're not going to. In 3 years, you're going to get Skyrim 10th Anniversary Edition, and you're never going to get Elder Scrolls 6.
We're gonna get
Because of
Skyrim 8K before we get before we get 6.
You are, because it's in the Warcraft loop. They released an MMO. As long as there is an MMO, they're not going to release a game that counteracts that MMO lore-wise. They're not. So you're not going to have an Elder Scrolls 6 until Elder Scrolls Online dies.
Who
Elder
plays that
Scrolls
game?
Online makes them a hell of a lot of money, apparently.
Really?
Yes, it does. I know.
No, like, it's their
play.
like biggest earner, actually.
All right. So is World of Warcraft still like the top MMO out there?
Yeah, easily.
Then
Not
who's
even close.
second place?
It could be ESO.
Final Fantasy 14 is probably second place.
ESO's got a bigger player base.
Is it really? I
Yeah.
know Final Fantasy.
Final
I know a lot
Fantasy.
more people who play Final Fantasy 14.
14 has a very diehard player base, but it's actually a really small player base.
So
I mean,
And, like, all things
the
compared.
24-hour peak for Elder Scrolls Online is only 16,000 people. This is
Damn, that's about how many play Final Fantasy.
Yeah, let's find out. What is it? Final Fantasy?
14.
And then compare that WoW's, like, even on
We
its
don't even need to.
like its
Yeah, I mean,
last deathbeds of World of
14
Warcraft is
also-
still like in the
9,500 for Final Fantasy.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So that's more
Yeah.
than I thought it was.
Yeah, it is. No, like, they still WoW. Like, it's still like, oh shit, WoW hit 8 million and it's dying, versus like, oh shit, 16,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what? Who the fuck's
But
playing Elder
because
Scrolls
there's-
Online?
But those 16,000 people make them a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, I guess. How much is it online? Like $12, you think, for a month?
Oh, there's no monthly with Elder Scrolls Online, but
okay.
there's a bunch of, it's a buy it once, and then there's still expansions, but I'm pretty sure they have in-game shit you can buy. So it's all the in-game shit that you can buy that's making them a hell of a lot of money according to their earnings.
I mean,
like,
I'm okay
literally,
with
according to
Fallout
their-
anyway.
Yeah, I'm fine with Fallout. It's just one of those things where it's like, that's the downside of having an MMO. That's why we've still never seen Warcraft 4. Like, you're never gonna see a Warcraft 4 until WoW's dead.
need
It's
to
like
kill
that
it.
with all the MMOs.
Tell them to kill WoW, dude. Let's get that Warcraft 4 moving, dude. Oh
And
my god, I
they're
would
also
kill the
not
player.
gonna do that because the money's not the same, basically, dude.
Why can't they just do both? Don't they want more money? Fuck.
It's because, well, both of them are still story-based RPGs that rely a lot on the story.
Just make a new fucking story. You know
Like,
what I mean?
yeah, that would be the answer. That's what they'd have to do. But they can't make, like, a story-based game while there's still a story literally going on right now.
Yeah. These fuckers. But that's okay because I'm all for Fallout. As long as there's no Fallout Online, I'm happy.
Well, about that.
What, is this gonna be a fucking MMO?
It's not going to be an MMO, but apparently there's online elements.
Oh god. Here we go. That I don't want.
The first person said it was going to be a Rust clone. That was the first leak. That's why my Twitter's been hell for the last week, and it's great.
God. You know what's pretty fun too? That Fallout mobile game is actually pretty good. If you guys are bored, pick that one.
Yeah, Fallout Shelter's not bad.
All right. So yeah, Sony.
So we'll have a full week of Sony games.
Yeah, which is always fun because it's really that's all that really matters at E3 anyway. All right.
Very much. I'm interested in a new PS4 game with PSVR support versus just a new PS4 game or a new PSVR game.
Yeah.
Or details of an eagerly anticipated bass fishing game coming to PSVR.
Yeah, I'll pass on. Actually, dude, a VR fishing game. You put it on some fucking
Final
tunes.
Fantasy, dude. No, that's all
true.
I can think of. Yeah, that's all I can think of is Sunday, June 10th. Details of an, in quotes, eagerly anticipated game coming to PSVR. And it's just like, I remember last year's E3 Final Fantasy bass fishing.
Dude, big ass Final Fantasy fishing.
All right, so we talked about Fallout, here we go, Battlefield 5. We gotta talk about. So this looks fucking pretty dope. I'm pumped on this one. What do you think, Jerry?
I'm definitely interested to see what it is.
I'm
like,
pumped.
I mean, it's World War II, dude. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Like, what's what it comes down to? It's like it's what got me into the Battlefield games in the first place.
Yeah, man.
Was like
Now,
that, and the only thing I really want is I want this with a fucking Vietnam expansion.
Oh yeah, dude, Battlefield Vietnam's the best. Dude, the thing with this one though that's kind of making me a little worried is that I like how they're going after more unknown kind of World War II battles. Like they're not doing Normandy Beach and stuff like that.
Well, that's also helpful because they've already done Normandy Beach themselves like 4 times.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't. I'm seeing like some like classes stuff going on, and I'm seeing some like weird kind of tribalism stuff going on, and I just don't want them to take it too far. I want to keep them grounded. You know,
that is the big worry is they might be pulling a Call of Duty and like
right.
It's World War II with space soldiers.
Yeah, I don't want that at all. Because Battlefield 1 was awesome because of how grounded in reality it was. So if they just take that, put us in World War II, add some sort of new operation element to it, give us some skills or some shit, then I'll be happy with it. Or if you can make these like, it would be cool to get like another Battlefield 1942, just massive fucking war battles. Get back to Normandy. Yeah. Get back to the Bulge.
Do that with like in a Battlefield 2 style where it was like 60v60 or whatever, and you had to have like a commander. Like that would be sick as shit.
Yep. I'm so excited.
I'd be super stoked on that.
I'm excited.
Yeah, like it'll be interesting to see what actually comes out of it.
Yeah.
Like so far, we basically have a trailer and art.
Yeah, and we also have they're not doing any sort of paid expansions or anything like that. So all the expansions are just gonna get them, which is pretty cool. I think they're really taking what happened with Battlefront to heart. Hopefully, just give us fucking
boxes.
Just give us fucking, if you're gonna do microtransactions, just give us cosmetic, just shit that we can either kind of grind for or that we can pay for. Like, don't give us fucking loot boxes or just don't give us loot boxes. I'm sick of that shit. It's terrible. All right, Red Dead 2 Special Edition. Here we go. This looks pretty cool. Moving on.
It's got a battle royale.
Game's not even fucking out yet.
You can get 2 different collector's editions for $100 each. One comes with like the DLC, and one doesn't.
Oh, does that other one that doesn't come with a DLC come with a battle royale?
I have no idea. I just know it probably comes with other stuff,
like a fake map. Probably.
So this is
nothing beats the Assassin's Creed Special Edition though, the $800 one.
The Yeezys. So this article from Polygon basically shows what all leaks and stuff for E3.
Yeah, it's from Chris Platt. He's good. He was working. He used to be on Polygon a long time ago, and then they rolled him over to The Verge for a long time. But he's pretty good at what he does.
All right, right on. There's a lot of news here. Just a lot of just hype stuff. Looking at
Halo 6.
Halo 6.
Forza 4.
I mean, Halo 6 would do really well with Game Pass. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, every fucking game would do well on Game Pass.
Didn't State of Decay 2 have like 2 million downloads because of Game Pass?
Yeah.
And that game's not that great.
Oh, no, I haven't played it. But dude, they just need more games on Game Pass.
It was really buggy, is what I heard.
Oh, dude, the first one was pretty buggy. Oh yeah, Spider-Man. I keep forgetting about fucking Spider-Man. Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, Days Gone.
I don't want to see any more Spider-Man. It's coming out in September. I'm fine. You can skip over Spider-Man at E3. Show me what From Software is working on. Give me
Last of Us Part 2. We're gonna see Last of Us Part 2, Days Gone, Death Stranding, Dreams, Ghost of Tsushima, and a remaster of Medieval. Are you kidding?
They announced that at the PlayStation Experience.
Oh shit!
Medieval was I enjoyed that when I had it on the PS1. I'm surprised it was getting a remake though.
Dude, all these old PlayStation 1 games they're gonna remake just for nostalgia reasons, and they'll do well.
God, yeah.
And
when do we get what's the name of that game with Maximus, where the dude it was kind of like, you remember Ghosts and Goblins or Ghouls and Goblins?
Yeah. Oh yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but this was like the 3D version of that, where like if you got hit, you would go to your underwear with the heart-shaped boxes.
Yes. What was that game called?
When are they gonna remake that game?
Dude. Oh, that was called Maximo. That's what it was.
Okay, yeah. I remember. I liked that game.
Oh shit. Maximo was great.
Is that a PS2 game?
Yeah, PS2.
Yeah, when that gets remastered,
Maximo was great. I forgot about that shit.
It was a hard game.
Won't be as good as fucking StarCraft. No, Star Fox. Star Fox Grand Prix.
Star Fox Grand Prix.
Bungie gets a $100 million investment from Chinese gaming company NetEase. That's pretty substantial amount of money.
I mean, they want to make them a multi-franchise company. They already have a hard enough time running one franchise, so color me skeptical.
And you know what? I will say though, Bungie does good with big blockbuster hits. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to like producing a fucking blockbuster,
they do good when you give them time.
Yeah.
I think that's part of what's made Destiny not nearly as good is like, I mean, that's why Destiny 1, it took like 2 years for it to actually get good. And I think the same thing's going to happen for Destiny 2. I think Bungie is one of those studios that needs to go the Blizzard route of like, no, we'll release it when it's ready instead of, shit, we have to come up with something for 6 months from now for Destiny.
Yeah. And there was always so much hype behind Destiny for some reason, and they made people believe it was going to be one game when it comes out and it's a different game. And hopefully whatever the fuck they're doing, they can sort of redeem themselves, because it's hard to release like really awesome selling blockbuster hits, and Bungie can do it. So hopefully, this money helps them out in whatever they need to do. All right.
Yeah, or they'll be Destiny.
Or just be Destiny. All right, that's it for the news. That's it for the gaming portion of the show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for our coverage of WWDC 18 and some other tech news that's going on.
Next week is E3, so we will see you guys there. There's a lot of stuff happening starting Saturday, then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Yeah.
And nothing will actually happen until Monday.
Saturday's E3, so yeah, nothing will happen there. Microsoft is having 2 hours on Sunday, so nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen until Monday.
It's an hour of a car. We're gonna show Forza. We're gonna show an hour of a car, and then we're gonna say world exclusive, console exclusive. I'm sorry, that doesn't exist because PC.
The Windows 10 exclusive. Yeah. No.
What's the next Sea of Thieves we're getting? And by that I mean big disappointment.
Dude.
Is that game out?
Go back to. Yeah, it's been out.
Yeah, it's boring.
Go, dude. Go back to my E3 coverage last year.
You called it.
From the start, it was just like, this game is gorgeous. What the fuck is it? There's no game. Like, what is the game here?
There's still no game.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you later. Peace.